Melbourne's back on the goal trail here from the victory set piece, which Fahid Ben Khalfallah is about to deliver. Well, he goes for goal, cheeky. Tried to do him with the eyes.
Yeah, good effort. Contained over Lafi. Scrambled initially, but was pretty comfortable in the end. But a nervous moment for Melbourne City. What a clever player. Fabulous piece of recruiting by Kevin Muscat.
Victory fans just going to get sighted for a moment. Halapi had it covered. Couple of goals already for Fahid Ben Khalfallah. Now he's back in a defensive position on the edge of his own penalty area. Moy again with not the best delivery. Pops out though for Ian Ramsey, who blasts it. Good block by Lee Broxham. And then a nutmeg from Archie Thompson through the legs of Jacob Melling. Can he release Ben Khalfallah on the left? That's a really good tackle from Mate Degantic of all people. And Thompson's hurt. He's gone down hard on that right shoulder, I think. But the chance was on there for Melbourne Victory. Got a real problem here with Thompson. Hope he hasn't popped that shoulder out. Back upon his feet now. Challenge from behind, this time by Dylan Monet. More frustration from Melbourne Victory fans. Archie Thompson still feeling that right shoulder.
Well, he skipped beautifully. Magnificent nutmeg, and then the defenders converge. Jacob Melling slides in, and he did land rather heavily. Archie Thompson, terrific little burst, and just couldn't get that half yard to toe poke the ball through to Khalfallah. Aaron Moy lines up for another set piece. It's been scant rewards so far.
Well, he's had a few rehearsals. Let's see if he can get this one right. Deeper this time towards Hoffman. Met on the full by Guerrier. And helped further clear by Barbarouses. Back in by Melling.
Oh, it's wasteful. He apologises, Melling, but it's wasteful because Melbourne Victory are under all sorts of pressure here early. And tellingly for them, Melbourne City yet to get an effort in on goal. Nathan Coe yet to be tested, and you really want to capitalise on these moments of pressure. Melbourne City yet to complete an action with an effort on goal. The best they've come so far is with that wayward shot from Eric Tartalu. Two of Moy's free kicks have floated dangerously into the box, but to no avail. And Lee Broxham at full stretch blocked Ian Ramsey. Otherwise, Nathan Coe untested.
That was a hospital ball, and Nick Ansell's not been able to deal with it. Here's David Williams. He's assessing his options, of which there are none too many. Only Degantic. Hoffman herring forward from right fullback. Good ball in. Ramsey's there. And he did get the best contact. It pops up in the air for Melling. And Nathan Coe will gather. More pressure on the Victory goal. Home fans, if you can say that in a derby, encouraged.
Look at that from Connor Chapman. Complete commitment, totally legal, but he's gone right through Dylan Monet.
Barbarouses. Flick inside for Thompson. Further back is Valeri. Looking crossfield for Khalfallah. What about that for a delivery? Berisha couldn't get there. Thompson on the follow-up. And over it goes.
Well, that surely came off Paddy Kuznorba.
What about the cross from Khalfallah?
The switch of play from Valeri was a looping switch of play.
Beautiful
acrobatic,
technique.
athletic. Well, maybe not off Kuznorba. I thought that first instance. That was too much for Besart Berisha. Archie was there or thereabouts, and it's a good decision from Chris Griffiths-Jones. Wonderful defending, Paddy Kuznorba.
That back by Aaron Moy to Kisnorbo. Garuccio has managed to find a way through, which was not particularly easy, and he's been caught on the follow-through as well. That brings about a conversation between referee and Melbourne City captain Kisnorbo. He feels this one was a little bit naughty. Yeah, he might have a point. Geria was certainly late.
Well, he was late. Actually, I think Jason Geria was more exposed to injury than Ben Garuccio. He's picked up a yellow card for careless play, and that's fair enough because his lack of timing actually put two players in the gun, himself and Geria. He was awfully exposed there, Jason Geria. And it's Ben Garuccio, unfortunately, who's come off second best. Garuccio to the ball first, Geria just late, and mate, it was on for young and old there. Anything could have come out of this.
So the yellow card count is squared up at 1 apiece. More ups and downs this season for Kevin Muscat's team. A chance to go top of the ladder if they can get the maximum haul tonight. Might only be a brief stay. Perth playing the Mariners later on this evening, of course, at NIB Stadium. Current league leaders by 3 points. Victory's goal difference is significantly better. Barbarosa's just a bit too quick for Ramsey, and Williams is herring after it. Ball has clearly crossed the whitewash for a goal kick. David Williams restored to the City attack today in place of James Brown. Ramsey. Funnel it back through Aaron Moy. Williams let it run. Clever. Here's Garuccio inside the box. Melling! Another chance for City. Again, not really the required power or direction.
Difficult for him to get either of those with the angle of the ball. Nicely set up. And it was meaningful contact. And forced a save from Nathan Cohen. There was a period for Melbourne Victory to enjoy some superiority, and then Melbourne City have sprung back. Don't look away, because that pendulum is likely to swing any tick of the clock.
Here's the man who's making most things happen for the Victory. Fahid Ben Khalfallah. Well, one stage there were 3 City defenders around him, and he's still got a corner. One of the fingers is no doubt a signal to his teammates as to what sort of delivery is about to be put into the box. It's not the best, whatever the message was. Easy for Kisnorbo. Bit of a slice off the boot of Nathan Coe. Now Dugandzic is onside. And City could be on for a chance here. This is Williams. Cutting back inside Jason Geria. It's Melling again on the outside of the box. That's where the majority of the chances have fallen, though, for Melbourne City.
And the way that opportunity was crafted, again, the shot at the end of it was a very reasonable outcome. Nathan Coe just slicing his clearance. David Williams getting the better of Cavalieri. And as the ball squares off to Jacob Melling, he's got no overlap coming down the right-hand side. So, in a case of striking while the iron is at least warm, Melling takes the shot to goal.
He cuts it back. Here's Melling again. Got that one horribly wrong. Did come off a Victory player, though. City will get the throw-in.
On that occasion, blazing away mightn't have been the advice. It's finished rather fortuitously for Melbourne City.
Bit to chew on for Kevin Muscat. Barbarousa's got the better of Broxham. Lofted into the box by Partaloo. Good control by Dugantic. Can he create the angle? Out it pops. Moy blasts it. Adrian Leia got his body in the way. That looked more promising for Melbourne City. Here's Garuccio. Skips clear of Barbarousa and through the legs of Gary. A great play by the fullback, Ramsey! And he's got it all wrong, Ian Ramsey. Into 1 minute of stoppage time as Chapman goes long. Quick feed from Leia and then by Valeri. And now it's with Calfala, who's been victory's best in this opening stanza. Berisha. That'll be a corner.
There's another one, Calfala. Good coverage there by Connor Chapman. Melbourne City looking now to the half-time whistle. It's been a very, very high output from Melbourne City, and they hang on till the break.
Victory looking to steal a goal in stoppage time, as they did against Sydney FC at Etihad Stadium last time out. Calfala going deep. Barbarousa's to hook it back in. A fist from Valapi. Berisha! Oh, good save, Tando Valapi. Had to recover his grounds. Solid hands. And that's half-time. Terrific opening period. Melbourne City, high energy, drawing the applause from their part of the gallery. Here's another look at that final chance of the half, and it had a bit of venom in it from Besart Berisha. But Valapi kept his eyes on it and kept hold of the ball. Gripping stuff in the opening stanza, but it's goalless. Melbourne City 0, Melbourne victory 0. Well, we're used to goals aplenty in this derby, but this one a different ball game entirely. Ansell driven back towards his own goal by Dugantic, and all he can do is backheel it out of play. Williams. David Williams, long range, oh, good efforts. And it took a deflection, it'll be a corner for City. Out of nothing, really, from David Williams. Another shot from outside the box, this one a bit closer.
Well, that's often when he's at his best, and it was a deflection. Nathan Coe protests, but Nick Ansell sliding in. The shot deflected off him.
Moy's corner, deep towards Kisnorbo, taken off his head by Adrian Leia. Recycled through Garuccio. Plenty of time to measure the cross. Kisnorbo's there again, City threatening. It's Partaloo trying to hook it back towards goal. And Nathan Coe grasps at the ball. And then a quick release for Finkler. And City have committed numbers. Oh, Barbarousa's got it horribly wrong.
It's a shocker. From one of the players of the league so far, certainly of this season. It's a shocker from Costa.
Welcome to the A-League. And to the Melbourne derby in particular. Moy's corner. Kisnorbo got a clear header on goal, but he couldn't keep it down.
He's a handful, and he's left two in his wake. Broxham and Leia challenged Big Paddy. They came off second best, and Kisnorbo, unfortunately for City, couldn't control the header. Scheme of things, notwithstanding the fact that Tando Valapi has thrown the ball 10 metres upfield, it's not a bad outcome, certainly better than the goal kick. Anyway, off we go. It's into winning goal territory, Simon, you'd imagine.
Being back on the playground, Harps. Next goal wins, or should do. Hoffman won't find Corrin, but will find Dugantic. Here's Robert Corrin. And it just opened up for him for a fraction of a second. He'll get a corner. Victory fans howl their protest at that decision. Did appear at first glance to come off a Victory defender. This will tell us more. No, inconclusive. corner for City. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Moy with the outswinger. Ansell's header. Then Barbarouses. Gigantic finding Williams, who'll clip it to the back post where Hoffman's waiting, and Nathan Coe's gone walkabout. But his near post was protected by Adrian Leia, and victory survive. Goodness me, that was panic stations for a moment for Melbourne victory. Final change in the game. David Williams to be replaced by Stephen Mork for the final few minutes. The youngster from Adelaide, making just his second appearance of the season. David Williams has got through a mountain of work again today.
Yeah, it's been good. I don't think there's been a poor player on the field. Of course, we haven't had the fluid attacks really from either side, but there's been enough to be encouraged, and the defensive output from both, the individual application from both sets of players, is brilliant. And it's going to be a very nervous close to this game, as if the preceding 89 minutes hasn't been tense enough.
Chested down by Corey. Gets it back off Hoffman. He'll continue his run forwards. And it's now fed by Gigantic. Crossing towards the near post. Here's a chance. Moy! Oh, off the crossbar! And then the follow-up from James Brown is smothered.
What a save.
It's behind by Ansell.
What a save by Nathan Coe. What a brilliant attack by Melbourne City. And Aaron Moy, he drilled that effort. And Coe somehow saved victory's skin.
Almost into stoppage time. Goodness me, this derby has ebbed and flowed, and it's victory on the front foot. Or City, I should say. Recycled by Kisnorbo, back in by Dugantic, and there's Partaloo to win the derby for City! Eric Partaloo, as we move into stoppage time. What a moment for those Melbourne City fans. They hit the crossbar moments ago, and Eric Partaloo, once equalised in a grand final with his Bonds, has perhaps won the Melbourne derby with it.
Well, in the end, it's all about quality. Quality in the cross, quality in the timing of the run and the leap, and quality in the contact from the big Viking, Eric Partaloo. In she goes, City are clear. You'd have to think the derby is theirs. Moments after Nathan Coe has pulled off a miraculous save to keep things square, he can do nothing to stop Big Eric.
And a jig of delight on the sidelines and in the stands too. Did victory have anything left? 3 minutes of stoppage time to be added. We played one of those, although there might be a bit extra to be added for the goal celebrations. Chris Griffiths-Jones is going to take another name out of Aaron Moy. Eric Partaloo with his third headed goal of the season. Has he won the 14th edition of the Melbourne Derby? Not quite yet. Finkler's free kick. And good distance on the volley from Moy. Nathan Coe out almost to halfway to try and return it with interest. And Melbourne victory's unbeaten record under grave threat here now.
Still time. Not much, but enough.
Look at those City fans behind the goal. It's in towards Berisha, who's been well marshalled again by Kisnorbo. What might a derby win mean to City on the back of that success against Brisbane? They're not there yet. Connor Payne trying to tee it up for Adrian Leia, who's stayed forward from the set piece. Anywhere will do for City. They're almost there. Coe to give it the big heave-ho. Barbarouses can't win it. No foul. Gary will keep it alive. Still a chance for victory. Here's Broxham. and just punched it towards goal. There was no real conviction behind the effort, and Valapi had it watched all the way. Well, there was an arm across Berisha there from Kisnorbo, but not enough for the referee to award a penalty. And the 3 minutes of stoppage time are up. All eyes on Chris Griffiths-Jones now. And there goes the full-time whistle. John Matchkip doesn't know it, he does now. And it is Melbourne City who upset the odds. Victory heavy favourites, but the derby can do strange things to the form book. And it is the local rivals who end Melbourne Victory's unbeaten start to the season and perhaps provide lift-off to their own into the bargain. Eric Partaloo with the winning goal of a hugely entertaining and enthralling Melbourne derby in stoppage time. A Christmas gift for Melbourne City's fans. Victory had a goal chalked off for offside. Besart Berisha still angry. The red mist descending. But overall, Melbourne Victory perhaps didn't quite do enough. And City were dogged, they were determined. And eventually they got their reward through Eric Partaloo. And the Navy Blues taste defeat for the first time this season. Melbourne City have back-to-back wins for the first time this season. Besart Berisha picks up a yellow card after the full-time whistle for his arguments. But it all ends in victory for the nominal home team after a quite gripping derby. Full-time scoreline reading: Melbourne City 1, Melbourne Victory 0.